Okay, so this is one of the best acted, maybe best shot, and possibly best directed movies I've ever seen. Like this movie is technically on an incredibly technical level excellent. Sissy Spacek,
There's a
Tom
butt coming.
Wilkinson, Marissa Tomei, absolutely incredible in this movie. This scene broke my fucking heart. Like literally watching her be this upset because of how much of a piece of shit Richard is incredible. And I mean, like I've always loved Marissa Tomei going back to My Cousin Vinny, but like
she's amazing from day one.
God damn it, she's so fucking good.
And she gets even better and hotter.
She
gets hotter. How does she get more beautiful? Have you seen Before the Devil Knows You're Dead?
Masterpiece.
It's amazing.
Have you seen?
She's fucking hotter.
Have you seen Spider-Man? Have you seen her?
I know. It's like
how does
anyway?
She's got the revert.
She's got incredibly hot Aunt May. Yes, exactly.
Anyway, I wanted this movie to end almost from the second it started, because this is one of the most depressing things I have ever watched.
I have nothing to add.
I have literally, by the time this movie was over, I went and started watching stand-up comedy on Saturday night because I was so fucking depressed by the end of this that I was like,
so
I
this
can't,
is a testament.
I can't keep watching this.
This is a testament to Tad's first statement, which is how fucking well made this movie is.
No, it's
Todd
it's
Field,
incredible. No one should watch this because you're going to be sad at the end of it.
See, profoundly sad.
Todd Field is one of those rare
that you maybe haven't been in your life, depending on how many people you know who have died.
It's sad and angry.
And
this is Todd Field is one of those rare actors who became a director and obviously found his calling. And I've seen this film. I saw this film in the theater. I've had it on DVD for years. And his follow-up Little Children is also fucking incredible. If anyone has seen that.
Is it this much fun?
It's not quite as dark as this. It's what's her name from Titanic?
So like sorrow in the level.
Kate Winslet.
It's Kate Winslet and Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
But it's also very excellent. But this guy just has what Tad said in the beginning, though. This filmmaker has a mastery over his craft. Like immediately, it's just apparent. And
look at Tom Wilkinson's eyes.
You guys, but the reason Tad is reacting this way is because I submit that this movie is so well done. That's why he was like, fucking God damn it. I had to watch stand-up comedy right afterward.
No, I'm not. I'm literally not taking anything away from this movie. Like this movie is
awesome movies I never want to see again.
Yes. Maybe this is like Nightingale. This is right in that Nightingale thing for me, where I don't ever want to watch this again, but I'm glad I did see it this one time.
Yeah,
so if you remember, Nightingale was my pick. See, I thought Chris and I were brothers in Misery, but we're not. See, the thing is like the more I want to slit my wrists after a movie, the more I like it. So like, I'm just gonna put that out.
Okay, did anyone here guess the commonality between this and our previous film, Blue Collar?
No, please tell us.
Depression.
No, it's not. It is the transient nature of morality. It's like we live by moral standards in our life, things we will and will not do, as long as our needs are being met. When then our needs are no longer being met, or we're challenged with something that cannot be reckoned with or cannot be dealt with, we break our moral code and we do things. And that's what happened in Blue Collar. That's what this film is about. This is about a guy, about a family, about the father and the mother deciding that it is intolerable to follow the rules.
But they're only breaking their moral code because the state refuses to help them in both situations.
Exactly right.
Right. This also is like this is some of the best acting I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Phenomenal.
Oh Jesus.
Like
Tom Wilkinson, first of all, he got the accent perfect.
This entire cast,
none of them have the correct accent. None of them. All of them are from somewhere else and somehow are doing their accents
actually
amazingly.
Let me put a real life aside. This is all shot in Camden and Rockland area of Maine, in Mid Coast. No one there. This is kind of like Carmel. It's like no one there is actually down east. They're all from somewhere else. This scene behind me, this is right next to the Camden Library, which is right behind the camera if you're not looking at it. I was in there once and I saw this dude, this old retired dude, reading Defense Weekly, and just kind of by himself. And I asked someone about that later. He says, "Oh, sorry, the local. That's Eileen's whole family's from Maine." He says, "Oh, that's just one of the local guys who retired there. He works for the CIA, obviously, because half the CIA and the Department of Defense all retired up to Camden, Maine." You're like, I didn't know. So
yeah, you either retire to Camden, Maine, or Belize if you stole enough.
Pretty much. And the whole area is full of people from somewhere else. It's kind of like this weird yuppie area of Maine.
Yeah, I have also been to Camden.
Yeah,
I've probably
gorgeous,
seen this film.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably seen this film.
Explains why Sissy Spacek is teaching all these high school kids to sing Balkan.
They're both Ivy League elites. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's
it's
part of the
it's a spectacular little detail of this movie. One of many.
Right.
The two of them have Midwest accents, and their friends have Midwest accents, but their kids and everyone else has Maine or Boston accents.
Yeah, good point.
Except for that guy in the poker games who quotes William Blake.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I love that.
Those bits were just. I would love to be that guy who could sit down and just quote William Blake as long as I needed to.
Great voice.
And the looks between them.
Oh my God. Because he doesn't, he means something too, which is just amazing.
When you do that shit in real life, people go, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
It's
just
true.
so
It's
you
a movie.
Then you get invited back for poker.
I've probably seen this film like 6 or 8 times, and there's so many scenes or moments that I'll never forget. But one I think that stands out that is just that I think about actually when I'm just like in my life is when Natalie goes to visit Sissy Spacek's character at the school.
It's smacked.
Oh yeah.
And she slaps her.
Jesus Christ, huh?
That scene is just.
Yeah.
I have to say, I am on Tom Wilkinson's side in their argument. She absolutely comes off as the person who was overly controlling and never wanted him to have any sort of pleasure that was outside of the dome that she'd built around him.
I think they both have merit, though, in their viewpoints.
It's kind of the Richard Pryor, Harvey Keitel thing again.
Yeah, it really is.
She's right.
But the thing is, I do, through at least the depictions of those characters in this movie, feel like he is more right in that than she is.
I agree with you, Tad. I agree with you, Tad, on that. But I will say that, but she sort of saw the relationship the way that maybe they should have been discussing it.
Yeah.
Between her son and Natalie.
Now, mind you, in the beginning of the film, Ruth Fowler, the Sissy Spacek character, was she always saying like, he needs to go to college. He doesn't need to hang out with this woman. This woman's bad news. It's not working for him. They're two different age. He kept saying over and over, this is going to end badly. And he was like, hand in his pocket going, "Oh, you should do whatever he wants."
But the fact that he got murdered by her ex-husband doesn't actually mean that she was right about that. Like,
no, it does. You're absolutely right.
She's saying that out of a completely different understanding.
But it makes the movie fascinating that you see these like little gentle conflicts that are bubbling through this marriage, and then when the murder happens, it's just it all gets turned up to 11.
Yeah, and that one
I was right. See, if it hadn't happened, if he'd gone off to college, it would never have been a thing.
Oh fuck, that one scene where they were just fighting and it was interrupted by the person selling candy. That was
incredible.
Okay,
I
remember in that scene, I wanted to sink down in my seat and hide.
Right?
And he brings, and the filmmaker, oh God, it's so fucking good. He brings back the candy bars, and they fucking focus on it. He's holding them in his hands.
That's true.
Okay. And he puts them, on the fucking. He puts them on the counter.
I know.
I want
to pan up to Sissy Spacek's face.
Yes.
Like, this is fucking brilliant.
It's fucking brilliant. And there's so many scenes in that where it's like, I was thinking about this movie, the craft, the artistry of this thing. There's so many shots that would in other movies would have just been transitional stuff. Like here's the town, here's a shot from a moving car. But in this movie, every one of them meant something.
Yes, I feel like this is your kind of movie, John, because everything is motivated to serve the story.
Dude, I get
every shot, every moment,
I
every
hate to break it to you and Jared, John, but 1.7 million. That was it was made for nothing.
Well, sure. It's a great script.
It's a great script.
In fact,
I want to point out one thing.
I think these are characters that these actors wanted to play.
In fact, the cabin, the basement where they're doing all the playing the poker.
It's his cabin.
That's Todd Field's cabin.
Oh, great!
They shot at his house.
Also, what's that guy's name who plays the doctor's best friend? Wayne. What's that actor?
Oh shit! Hold on, give me a second.
Brady.
Anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. He owns the diner.
Yeah.
And he helps him obviously commit the act at the end.
Yeah.
I think that
gets mad at him for shooting him too early.
We're gonna do it later.
Watching this movie again for I don't know the 10th time or something.
Oh, William Wise is the name of the actor.
Yes. William Wise.
William Wise.
My personal goal to work with that guy. I think that
He's
is the
great.
best.
Oh,
actor.
dude.
I am so taken with that man.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best actors I've ever seen in my life. I want to know him and work with him. Fuck, that guy is awesome.
I want to have his babies.
I want to point out
craft. I love his artistry.
I want to point out one quick thing, which is I didn't take any screenshots of it because it didn't grab me at the time. But the scenes where they're filming the conversations from up and down the stairs, and they're filming it by having the cameraman on the stairs looking up and looking down at them is something that I don't know if we'd ever seen before this.
Not really, no.
And if we had, it would have involved. It would have involved.
You mean when he comes home and interrupts their afternoon delight?
Yes, and then but there's one before that too, where they call him out from upstairs too, and like before that, you're in that weird territory of like digging a hole in the floor to put a camera in it so you can shoot up at something.
Yeah,
but this being made in 2001 or 2000, where it's condensed enough that you can have a camera that you can stand on the stairs with and film up and down, is really interesting. Because normally when you see that kind of up and down, you have up and you have down, and then they cut back and forth between those. And in this, you have up and you have down, and you cut back and forth between that. So you feel like a person standing on the stairs watching it. And that's a really interesting place from a story point of view to place a camera.
I'll be honest. That's
a great observation, Tad.
I would be surprised if the filmmaker meant to do that, but that's an interesting observation.
Yeah. Shit.
I don't think. I mean, I would be surprised if he didn't mean to do that. Like, I don't think you put a cameraman on the stairs pointing up and down.
He's essentially in the middle of the staircase, correct?
If you were going to like give Natalie a kind of like, what do you think she was thinking, or what you think kind of person she was? I kind of think she was kind of like this really good-looking small town girl who lucked onto a rich boyfriend.
Yeah, she's obviously lower class compared to them.
Yeah, and
she's a good person. But she's a good person,
but she never thinks about the decisions she makes.
Well, she's
the one who didn't.
She's coming out of a really bad marriage.
Right. But also she fucked up the arraignment or whatever it was. But
she didn't see.
But she though. She
didn't see him shoot.
She told the truth. That's how she.
How fun was that to see Karen Allen in there for 2 seconds?
Oh, right. Yay. Just a couple seconds, but that was enough.
and being really quite good and also like really scary and total.
That was another one of those like, God, she didn't even mean to fuck this up, but she fucked it up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I guess there's some people who just kind of go along life as a little kind of buzzed.
Well, what else could she have done?
I think she is the owner.
Fuck it up. She told the truth.
And how
I think she is the owner of this movie because I think the tragedies cascade down on her.
Well, speaking of good,
you mean Natalie?
Yeah.
Speaking of good,
yeah, I think you're absolutely right. There could have been a sequel to this film about Natalie in some ways.
How amazing was the stair shot when Natalie is coming out of the room, rushing down the stairs when the presentation is going,
Jesus,
and you hear the shot and her reaction,
and the kids.
well, Marissa Tomei is just such an incredible
She's
actress.
so good.
Oh my God.
Her reaction in the middle of the stairs. Again, we have the camera in the middle of the stairs. That reaction, and then of course
because she's not sure what she just heard.
She's not, but she knows it's bad. And
she knows it's bad.
And then when we get to the floor and we see this guy pacing with this weapon and there's blood. Oh God, he was just
at the table. He was sitting at the kitchen table.
Well, yeah, no, he went and sat down.
All you saw was he had blood on his hands.
Yeah, he had blood on the gun.
Right. He had the gun. You saw the gun in his hand going by.
You saw the gun and some blood, and then he sits down, and then it pans down, and you see, of course,
Tad, you got to pick some fucking happy movies this week, man.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I didn't mean to bum everybody out, but just that I think this.
No, I put this in the same bucket. I put like
brilliant.
Requiem for a Dream, Dead Man Walking. Awesome movie, maybe the best thing I saw that year. Never want to see it again.
This is weird. The one thing I caught off of in the bedroom when I saw it 2001, and even now watching it again, and it stuck with me for a couple of days, is how fucking jealous I am. Imagine having that control over like story.
That's what I mean. This guy's fucking brilliant.
He's just fucking.
Why has
brilliant.
he made more movies?
I don't know.
He was Stanley Kubrick's assistant.
He's got a couple more in the works, but go see Little Children. If you haven't seen Little Children,
I definitely want to see that. This is my second viewing of this film, and the first time was 2001. I can't believe this movie's fucking 20 years old. Jesus.
I know.
I was guessing 15, and then I looked it up, and I was like, God.
It feels like it could have come out last year.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's really
not with the way it looks. It does look like it's 20 years
of its time.
I was middle of the movie. I realized, Jesus Christ, this film is not trying to shoot as dark as every other goddamn movie these days.
Right.
It's not as dark. If it came out right
until
now,
you get to the woods.
Until you get to the woods, but that's probably because it was literally dark there.
I actually like that though, because if it came out now, it looked like fucking Gone Girl, and I fucking hate that. shit. Like I like that this looks.
I love the way this movie looks.
Also, what made me.
What I was going to say was that seeing it the second time, it's even better than I remembered. That I had, because I knew what was going to happen. The whole first 45 minutes of the movie, I had such terrible dread because I knew where it was going.
No, same here. That's exactly what I felt.
Can I ask a question real quick? Because I was in a weird place when this movie was being released, trying to get into college and dealing with all that shit and whatever. Does anyone remember the marketing for this?
It was an indie film marketing. It was like they tried to like show the scenics.
They played it at the Rialto, and I went and saw it.
It was kind of like a murder mystery film, kind of.
It's just
was it marketed like? Did you know someone was going to die when?
You know what it was like?
You knew this was going to be serious though, because I remember.
Yeah.
You knew this was going to be. At this time, when this came out, any movie that was marketed as like a serious drama that looked like it could have been from the 70s, I was there, and that's what this looked like.
Also,
but my question is literally: Did the marketing in any way imply that someone was going to die?
Yeah, absolutely.
All I remember from the marketing is the shot of Sissy Spacek at the sink doing the dishes when they have the big fight.
Yeah,
when she throws the plate down.
Yes, and from that. Whether it was in an ad or from a clip I saw in a talk show or whatever, it was like clear this is a heavy fucking drama.
Yes, so I knew it was gonna be a heavy movie.
You know what it reminds me of remind me of a little bit of Double Jeopardy, that film by Taylor Hackford.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Hack is the key word.
But that's what the marketing was like. They're kind of doing the same kind of thing. Like this is a murder, and it's like this kind of mystery, and
more of a suspense.
Highly regional in terms of like.
You're now comparing like kindergarten.
No, I'm not actually comparing. That's how the marketing. Was.
She's talking about
the marketing looked. Right.
No, marketing looked that way because Double Jeopardy is very stupid compared to this film.
Another note on the
it's stupid compared to most films.
Yes, I love it though because I like what's her name?
Ashley Judd.
Well, that's a problem. But
that's just me liking Ashley Judd.
Okay, fuck it. Then I'm absolutely picking Kiss the Girls now.
Ashley Judd is good.
I love
Ashley Judd. Ashley Judd is a tragic, horrible.
She was
and you're gonna have to deal with your love for her.
Ashley Judd, I would say, is like Harrison Ford in that she wanted to be a serious actress, and this market forces pulled her in another direction.
I know.
Ashley Judd has exactly one.
That's tragic.
I think
She
she's a
has
good
she
actor.
has one good movie, and it's called Bug, and it's based on a play.
That's a good
Bug
movie.
was
but
nuts.
no,
that was
man.
a crazy film.
I wanted to say something else about the craft of this movie, which is the script and the filmmaker knows what to leave out. And he leaves out some big things that would probably be in a lousier movie.
Yeah,
Like the discussion of what they're going to do.
Wait,
The
John, can you give
discussion
me
of what
examples?
they're going to do. When Tom Wilkinson's standing there with the gun, it's a complete surprise, and that's fucking great.
right.
He also
I wasn't surprised. I'll tell you.
surprised, but I mean, it was great that he didn't show any of that because it wasn't
Also-
necessary.
No, and it was
Also,
great
at
that
the
his friend
very
was
end
like,
of the-
"What are
at
you
the very-
doing?"
At the very end of the film, when Tom Wilkinson gets undressed for bed, and Sissy Spacek says,
Did you do it?
"Fuck."
Yes.
That's all that needed to be said.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, because the whole time it's a question in your mind. When he gets home, you're like, he's going to hold this secret to himself for the rest of his life. And then
And
she
we
Both
says,
of these movies are about
Did you
people.
do it?
Both these movies are about people leaving their wives in the middle of the night to go do
Yeah,
things.
sure.
that are
That's
fucking-
definitely
I
a-
think,
that's
I
definitely a
think, I think
thing.
it would be a
True.
crime also to not
That's
mention
true.
how good. I think it would be a mistake to not mention how good the guy who killed Frank, that actor's
William
performance is in
Mapal.
this.
I mean, Tom Cruise's cousin.
Yes,
Whatever.
Tom Cruise's cousin.
Tom
What's his
Cruise's
name?
cousin's
Richard. Is his
Great
name
in
Richard
this.
in this. Richard.
He has those horrible streaks in his hair. He's just this
Yeah.
rich
Oh,
asshole.
But
kid.
I'm
Oh,
telling
my
you,
God.
with this performance though,
There's
I mean,
so many
how-
good character actors in both
how-
of these movies.
that performance by this guy, the way he's acting when
Yes.
when the father is taking him to his house. And,
Oh yeah.
and,
Yeah,
and-
he's
and
great.
in the car and
Go pee. Go.
Yeah, go and he's packing his bag. Dr. Fowler, you have to
Hack for
understand,
warm weather. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fowler.
I'll
Like,
be
it was just-
53. I'll be
it's-
53.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's 1 year
Like,
younger than I am right now.
was-
Such a good line.
I
He was,
know.
he was making it with my wife. You have to understand, like that
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to
performance.
understand.
He was always
Also,
with her. He was
You
always
stop
with
talking.
her.
Put the
I
game
couldn't
on.
talk to her because he was always with her.
there.
I know.
would
He
take my
had the
kids.
accent actually. The
Yeah.
point with the end where he actually says he sees Mr. Willis, Willis Grinnell at his camp. He says he's going to help you out the rest of the way, and he's the big fucking
Yeah, that
happy
sigh of
smile
relief.
on
He
his
goes,
face.
"Oh, Mr. So and
Oh
so."
my God, there is an actual plan here. I'm going to live.
Hold this.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Hold this. But we also see, I love this movie too because it shows us the real colors of him when he's closing up the bar with that woman and she's
Sure,
walking
sure.
out and he's all, come back for a drink. Come
Yeah.
on. And he's all, you fucking bitch.
Fucking
Right.
bitch. I know.
Like,
Oh,
you
yeah, we
see-
knew his
you
true
see-
colors from the character's so well drawn. You knew his true colors from the moment he showed up at the party. And then
Yeah.
that scene with Marissa Tomei where he does this when he gets mad, he doesn't get his way, he goes
yeah,
to beat her up.
We knew
Yeah.
we were
He's
in
like,
trouble. That
Oh,
was
this
point.
guy sucks.
But
This guy,
I'm saying as an actor, it's so spectacular how calm he could be and then how rough he could be in like within seconds. Like he
Yeah,
just- like he's drinking the milk.
what
and he's
actual
like, thank you
abusers
so
are like.
much for the
William
milk."
Apatow.
Yeah, yeah.
He's an overlooked talent, man. He really is very good. He was good in Lost. He was good in this.
Everyone was good in this.
But
All
anyway,
right, we doing thumbs.
thumbs time.
Wait. Jim sent me a text. He thought it would have been better if there was more tits and more guts being pulled out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
We're letting you sit in your quiet corner. Let's not go to this place, man. Dude. Quiet dignity.
Oh,
Quiet.
This is-
I
this
said
is
nothing. I
only-
typed nothing of the sort.
This is only
I think,
because of how much I don't want to watch it again. It's this, but I don't want to watch it again.
Yeah, are you working
honestly,
out right now?
Tad
What's with
has
the glove?
said everything for me this week.